All right, good morning, everyone. This is day 2 of week 1 of Web Fundamentals. We are gonna dive into our morning algorithm. We're gonna break out into groups and solve these algorithm problems together. And then we are gonna take a small break, then dive into our lesson about CSS. And that's the theme of today through Thursday. Okay, we're learning about CSS for the next 3 days. Okay, so let's go ahead and introduce the algorithm of the day. Actually, I'll paste this in the Discord chat. So before I show this on my screen, I know that you guys can solve these algorithms because you had passed the programming basics test. And reading these, I realized that this is maybe difficulty level of Wednesday, Thursday algorithm. So you guys are still able to do it. I don't want to spoil it by letting you guys see it on my screen here. So I will post them in the Discord chat. I will create the groups. Algorithms are like lifting weights for the programmer, right? If you stop doing it for a long time, you'll get out of shape. So even if these seem easy enough that you do them like in 15 minutes, it's good that you did them. And if I'll be going around the rooms to see if it was too easy, if you guys solved it too fast, I'll give you even more. Okay, I'll post more in the Discord. I'll post some in the Zoom chat. Okay, so let's go ahead and stop sharing my screen and break out into groups now. Okay, so welcome back, everyone. We're going to present our answers. I'm going to select a random person here just so we get a fair shot at presenting all of our questions, all of our answers to these questions. And so if I choose you and your group already presented, then just let me know, and I'll try to avoid doing that. So I'll just go by the first person I see here. Let's see the results of the T diagram for the first problem, Ben's group.
Okay, results of the first problem.
Yep.
Going up there. Give me a second, pulling everything up. Zooming in so I can share a little bit better.
Okay. And just because not you, Ben, but just because I call anyone here in the group doesn't mean that you had the roles assigned, right? So if you're not the presenter, pass along the presenter role to whoever it was supposed to be. So just picking on Ben's group, whoever Ben's group was.
Okay, so here we are, problem 1. Left side of my screen, I just have the code from the problems. To kind of digest it a little easier, I put it in a little table, go variable and value. We can see that var A is 25. So on line 2, it shows that A equals 25 minus 13. You're left with 12. And it asks us to console log 12 divided by 2. And so we're going to go ahead and process that because it's in the parentheses. And we're going to see 12 divided by 2 is 6. So that A switches to 12. Oh, sorry, I should have put that. Then to 6. And then okay. A equals hello. So I just did a little dash dash. A is hello. Console.
Quick question, Ben. Sorry to interrupt. So yeah. When on line 3, when we console logged, where do we see that console log?
Here on the answer section.
Okay, so that should be called console or something instead of. Okay, cool. Just checking.
Is that better?
That makes sense. That makes sense now. Okay, so continue. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Then yeah, so we console log the 6, which goes out here, because we only have variable A that keeps changing in this problem. And then we see on line 5, a now equals hello, as seen up here. Console log a plus hello. It looks like there's a space in here too, so I didn't type them next to each other. So we have hello, hello to follow that 6. So 6 comma hello space hello.
Nice. Well done. Excellent presentation.
Thanks.
Okay, guys, let's model our presentations after that now. I'll call on another person. If your group already presented, let me know. Anthony.
That's presented.
Okay. Kyle.
I was with Ben.
Okay. Kurt, what about your group? Can we present for the next one?
Yeah, we can.
Awesome. Thank you, James. All right.
No problem. Hey, Kurt, can you share your screen?
You want the Visual Studio open?
Yeah. Thank you. So right here, we have a for loop going on in our variant, or let's say variant, excuse me, I equals 0. And let's see. So pretty much we're going to like go through like a for loop right here.
Mhm.
Adding it up. And, mind you, I'm not the best presenter or public speaker, so please forgive me. So start with 0. 0 is less than 10. We get that. So cool. So 0 plus 3 is 3. So I will be 3. So the first I will be, well, first the value of I was 0. So now it's going to be 3. And you want to add one more and it'll be 4 since the I plus plus. And then we are going to continue that for about another set.
Let's T-diagram together, James. I'm going to write the variable and value so we can keep track of where we are.
Thank you.
All right. So, okay. So we have I starting with 0.
Mm-hmm.
And I is less than 10, so we enter. And then we have our console log section, so we can draw a box for that over here. Okay. So we console log I, and I is 0, so we have 0 in our console here. And then we say I equals I plus 3, you said that, so then I equals 3, and then we add 1 to it again, so we have I equaling 4, right?
Right.
Okay, now you go ahead and continue from here.
Okay. So now I equals 4. 4 is less than 10. So we're going to go back to the third or line 14.
Line 14 or 13?
Line 13.
Okay, and what does that say to do?
And it's going to console log 4.
Okay.
And
All right.
then we want to add 4 to 3, which will be 7. And then we're going to take the 7 from that I, and we're going to add one more, and it's going to be 8.
Okay.
So we want our new value for I is now 8.
Mm-hmm.
8 is less than 10.
Right.
I'm going to console log 8 again.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with 8 plus, let's see, hold on. Yeah, 8 plus 3 is 11, but it'll be 12. But unfortunately, 12 is not less than 10. So that's where we stop right there.
Okay. And then anything else to do?
And got about the outside loop string as well.
Right. So then we finish the for loop, and what does line 17 say to do?
Console log outside a loop and add the value of I.
Okay. And so
So,
this is what we have now, right?
right.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, we did it. Great
I'll
job,
practice
James.
more.
You
Thank
know,
you.
this is why we are here in the dojo, to build up our skill, if it's presenting, if it's coding, whatever it is. So let's make it a goal next time to have whoever is writing the code to also be doing the T diagram, so we can not just have the answer, but the working of the solution together. It's not your particular fault, James, but your group as a whole, just have that in mind, okay? Or and everybody here. So
I do have T diagrams if you want to see them as well.
okay, so then just for future reference, let's whoever shares the code share the T diagram as well.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Alexi, did your group present
Yes.
yet?
No, we have not.
Okay.
All right. So, Yancy, you have the T diagram. If you want, I could just run our, I'll just share my screen, and then, Yancy could just, draw it out.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. Zoom it in. All right. So wait, it's this one right here. Yancy, do you want me to just run through it and then you could T diagram it?
Yes.
Or do you have this one written down in your T diagram already?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
All
have
right.
it written down actually.
All right. So we have a function here, and it's called it has a parameter of number of arrays. And then we set, so the sum will set at, so sum will be set at 1, because that is the index 0, so it'd be 1. And then I is set to 0. So 0 is less than number of array length, which is 3. We're gonna add sum to the index of 0, so 1 plus 1. Then we're gonna console log the current sum is sum, which is 2.
Okay.
So we're
Right,
console logging it right here.
So we're adding to the sum array of numbers at I. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Then let's write out. We forgot to let's change the sum.
yeah, so sum changes to 2. Okay. Then we loop again. So we add I will be 1. So I isn't 2, I is actually 1 now. Yes. And then we add, is I greater than array number length? Yes. We add 2 to 3, which would be 5, and we console log the current sum is 5, so sum becomes 5. Then we add to I becomes 2. And then we loop through again, adding the sum to the numbers of array index 2, which is 5 plus 5 is 10. We console log the current sum is 10, so sum becomes 10. Then then I again goes up, which is 3. So I will become 3. Sum will be 10. And we exit the loop, console logging the total is plus sum is 10. So say, so the console log will read like that.
Okay. Cool. Nicely done, guys.
Okay.
Nice teamwork. Okay. Edward, did your group present yet?
No, we did not, but I was the presenter for our group. 1 second.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you, Austin.
Here, let me get the code out.
Did you want me to share my screen? I kind of built a small T chart that you were gonna.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I got you.
Probably better than mine, because I just do the cheat chart on text edit, so it just doesn't look good.
I do it on paper, but after I saw Ben, I was like, oh man, I got to step up my game. I need a tutorial from Ben, man, big time. That was crazy. All right.
Thanks for the hype, guys.
Uh-huh.
I really like that quote.
That's all I got, man.
Hey, that's awesome, man.
Thanks. All right.
Yeah, that is a cool quote.
Okay, so running the code. The first variable is sunny. The first variable is sunny. The value is true. Code runs down to log the next variable, temperature. The value is 45. And then the next one is raining. The value false. The next variable, what to bring, value is a string. I should bring colon space. And then it starts to run the code. If is sunny plus equals sunglasses. Is sunny is true, so it adds that to the string. I should bring sunglasses. If the temperature is less than 50, the temperature is 45, which is less than 50. It adds the string a coat. So now our string is I should bring sunglasses, a coat, continues on to if raining, which the value is false. So we do not bring an umbrella. Continues on what to bring. If, and this is something I wasn't totally sure about, but if is raining is false, then to bring a smile. So what we have for our console.log is I should bring sunglasses, a coat, and a smile.
Nice. Good job. Well done.
All right.
All right, let's keep up the pace. Fantastic, guys. Whose group is left? Who wants to do the next one?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think our group can do the next one if you
Okay,
want.
go ahead.
So this is the rocket one, right? The liftoff one.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, this is I did mine on paper. I don't know if you can really see this.
We won't be able to see that. Let's T diagram it with the.
Okay.
That's too hard, guys.
Let's see if I can.
I can help you if you want. Let's do this together. Yeah, you walk me through it and I'll T diagram it for you, so it's not so much at once.
Okay, so I basically just wrote down every single number from 10 to 1, and then from those numbers I figured out which ones would like go through the console.log.
Okay.
And which one would do the ignition.
Right, so let's write out the variables. What's the first one that we see?
It would be I.
Okay.
And that goes from 10 to 1.
Okay. So let's start at 10. Is 10 greater than 0?
Yes.
And will it trigger the if statement?
No. Or yes.
If it's not equal to 2, then console log I. So we have our console. Let's write that in there. And then we have I. Okay, so we know that this is the only thing in the for loop. So we're going to run this until we get to 2, right? So we get 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, until we get to 2. And then at 2, we trigger the if statement, or we trigger the else statement, right? And we console log ignition. Sorry, I'm taking over. I'm doing too much. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then you do the ignition part. And then once you get to 1, that triggers the if statement. So that just writes down 1 afterwards.
Okay.
So I think that's like that. And then 1. And then because it goes to 0, it goes out of the for loop, and then you just do the console.log liftoff.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Ernest. Good job. And for the last one, the last group, it has not presented yet. Has everyone presented?
We're the last group. Kai, do you want to share your screen?
You guys got the hard one.
Yeah, hold on, let me.
Okay.
You had it written in the Visual Studio.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to present? Because I'm not sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Shakira was our presenter, but I don't think she's here.
yeah, so if we go through the T diagram, we declare the variable count positive is equal to 0. Let me just turn that. And then we set up the variable of numbers, which is an array of those numbers 3, 4, -2, so on and so forth. And then here's where we entered our own code, which is we created a function called positive count, which takes in an array. And from there, we declare the variable positive to equal to 0. And then we take a for loop to progress through the array that we've added into it. And then for every positive number of the array that is greater than 0, we increment the positive value. And after we finish going through the array, we return the positive value out of the function. I should have done that after declaring the next step. But yeah, in the next line 13, we set count positive, the original value of 0, to equal to the function positive count of the array of numbers, which if we go through the function now, which is when I should have done this, we would iterate through. So when just taking a few numbers example, when the array of the first, when I is equal to 0, the array I0 is 3, which is greater than 0, so positive will increment. And then as we increment through the whole thing, the positive number, the sum, is equal to 4. And so when we exit the function, count positives, it has a value of 4. So when we console log, there are 4 positive values. I'm very bad at presenting, I found out.
Okay. Well, no, I think we're rushing through it, and it's a skill that we're gonna have to acquire anyway. Okay, lots of us are gonna have to acquire it. I'm getting better at it every day myself, and I've been doing it for a while. So good job. You solved it. Any questions, anybody, about how to solve this one? Anyone have a contradiction solution or any questions about how he did this? not a contradicting solution, but alternative that you'd have to
Yeah,
say.
there's a shorter way where you can just filter the list for positive values and then print out the length. I'm not list array, sorry.
Okay. Okay. So if we had more time, I would ask you to share, Mark, but we're over the hour 15 minutes, so that we're a little bit behind on schedule. So, all right, everybody, if we have no questions, we'll stop the recording now and take a quick break before our next lecture.
Josh, really quick, I don't think our group has presented.
Okay, but we ran out of questions, so
I don't know
sorry.
if you wanted that to roll over into the next round.
Yeah, you guys will present next time, and the groups will be different. So sometimes some groups will not be able to present. You just have to be ready to present. Okay, that's it. We ask you that.
And one quick question also for moving forward, do you want us to show our results on Google spreadsheets?
It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't mind you guys drawing it out, but it does consume time. So I would prefer that you would have drawn it out during your guys' meeting and then taken a screenshot or something to use that to present.
Okay.
Unless you're a master ninja and can draw it out super fast, but most of us are struggling because it's a little bit of a hassle. Let's have something that we've already finished and then can just either by screenshot using Zoom tools or spreadsheet, however you can figure out to make it work.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'll stop the recording. Let's get a quick break and then be ready to learn some CSS.